Hey, everybody's right. Fuck. Hey, everybody's trying to work podcast, I guess. I got some camera equipment, guys. We're going to see how it goes. Yeah, I got a GoPro, eat it. So we'll see how that works. Anyway, today's the day. May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Every illegal Mexican today is going to be getting hammered because they might be getting kicked out of the country. Hey, come on, man. This might be our last time, man. Okay. Okay, ready? Okay, salud, okay. But, we'll see. See how the day goes. I'm going to be in some areas where there's going to be a lot of Spanish folk. I'm Spanish myself, but, it's different. I'm Puerto Rican, and I feel a little bad. I'm Puerto Rican. We don't, I'm half Puerto Rican, and, it's, we don't need green cards. Because, honestly, Puerto Rico's just kind of just a really large, not ginormous, just a really large Navy base, U.S. Navy base. But anyway, a lot of that Navy base has come out now, has been decommissioned or shut down. So, I think Puerto Rico's probably turning back into a native island and stuff. I know that guy made the joke about the island of floating trash. Well, part of it kind of is, and that he was being a dick. But what that really means is there's a lot they're having problems with landfill and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, it's Cinco de Mayo. Today's May 5th. Today's the day the diddler goes to courts. Today's the day they start that up. We have to see how that goes. The old diddler, man. That guy's in a lot of trouble, man. If I hear that word freak off one more time, oh my God. Man. I know a lot of it could be just sex parties, but there's got to be illegal. The way you see him beat up that girl right in front of the elevator lobby there in the hotel. Yeah, then I think as the door's closing, you can see him throw a vase at her. He tried to get it in there for a door closed. But, I think that's probably pretty gonna hurt him pretty bad, man. Pretty bad. Let's see what else. Shoal Shador. I guess he's gonna be the fourth, but I don't know how he's gonna be the fourth for the fourth quarterback. My friggin' book bag keeps sliding all over the place. I just did my seats in that leather, so everything's slipping and sliding. My ass, everything. I don't know. But he's really supposed to be fourth string. But how is that when what do you call it? Shit. I hate it when I get brain farts, especially when you try and do a fake podcast like this. He's supposed. But who's that? What the hell's his name? Deshaun Watkins. Holy shit! Brain fart. He's hurt. He might be done forever. Who else they got? They got Flacco, but he's my age. No, I'm 47. He's like 40. So I don't know, man. If he steps his game up, he might be the second. He might be the backup, or he might end up in the starting position. But to make the long story short with that one, man, his dad was the one who brought down his. They could say it's. I've been seeing brothers on there all day saying, "Oh, it's racist." This is to show you how you can be a black man in America and still be considered an N-word. Because when you have too much confidence, it ain't having too much confidence, man. It's being straight up cocky and putting your middle finger up to the system and saying, yeah, right there to the white man and all this other shit, yeah. Yeah, you stuck it to the white man. Yeah, we got it. You made a lot of money, Dion. You dominated the sport. You stuck it to the white man. Well, you did. We get it. Okay, we get it. We got it. You can shut the fuck up now about it. You can go away now, man. That's what they're saying. That's all. It had nothing to do with race. You could be a white guy, white quarterback or whatever. You know, you could be, you know, like imagine if Tom Brady was a real asshole. I mean, he's an asshole, but imagine if he was like a real asshole. You know, I really don't think Tom Brady would be saying, well, it's because I'm a white guy. That's why they're doing this to me, trying to talk me down or put my son's draft status. No, it's because you're an asshole. Doesn't matter what color you are. An asshole is an asshole. I keep saying that. Deion, you're an asshole. Okay, you're going to go on TV and just arrogantly say, oh, there's some teams that he's not going to play for. There's some teams that he's not going to play for. You can't do it like that, man. Can't do it like that. Oh, I don't know. But, you know, you can't do it like that, man. You can't sit up there and tell these NFL, like, and sit in the face of these NFL commissioners. And plus, you know what? The other reason is, too, if your son didn't get treated fairly, then you'd start bad-mouthing the organization. Nobody wants to deal with you anymore, bro. That's all it is. They're done with Deion. They're done with Deion. That's all. I can do it race or try to keep the black man down. Wah! That's what I hear every time with that. I don't care who likes it. I might lose some fans right now or friends, but I don't care. But hey, well, they try to take the black man down. Every time I hear that, that's what I hear. Wah! You know, black people have much opportunity as Puerto Rican people or Mexican people that come over here legally. You know, with the right paperwork and stuff. Yeah, they got much as opportunity as anybody. No, they don't. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. You apply yourself and bust ass, you can go far, you know. Obama's the perfect example. Oh, he's half white. Yeah, look how much he claims it. You know, there's a lot of, you know, brothers that come from the ghetto and nothing. Now they're a good actor or writer. Some of them write comedy for comedy sketches. You don't see these guys because they want to stay in the background. They don't want all that fame and stuff. A lot of these brothers and stuff, they're the ones writing all the jokes for the funny movies and funny TV shows that you watch. You know? Funny white guys too, but you know, it's just, yeah. They need to get out of that persona or culture of, oh, I don't have the same opportunities as everybody else. Bullshit. It's bullshit. Anyway, let me get off my fucking soapbox. Yeah, it's bullshit. You know, me and my family come from the ghetto. It was gross and horrible and everything, but we got out. We made it. You know, we busted our ass. Took a lot of jobs that people didn't want to do. Sweeping floors, doing this, doing that, work your way up. Let me tell you something. My cousins, 2 female cousins of mine, I remember when they started over at McDonald's. We were all like 14. I remember they had to go to the office at school, and they had to get their little working papers because they were like 14, 15. And they started working at the local McDonald's in our city. Well, let me tell you something. One of them is a manager now, or like damn near owns it. You know, and the other one is a regional manager of like 4 of them on the East Coast. McDonald's. So, I mean, you know, hey, you bust your ass, you can, you know, you bust your ass, man, you can get any Mick thing you want. I don't know, but you gotta understand that, that if you, it doesn't matter what color you are, it doesn't, you know, if you come to an interview or I learned that if you come to an interview, if you come to a place of employment or any job that you try to get, if you come in with a sucking the teeth attitude and you walk in like you're Hollywood or this and that, like you don't really care, you don't really give a F if you get this job or not, you know, or, you know, I'll be all right, you know, or if you keep coming up that story, well, look, I come from the ghetto, and, you know, people are already going to, if you do, you do. Don't even mention that you come from there. Just go get the job and bust your ass at it. You know? Tell them you come from the hood later. You know, or something like that. Or tell them you come from a shitty family, whether you're shitty family where, you got a stepdad who wears a hat that just says beer. And fucking walks around drunk all the time. He's killed every pet you've ever owned and fucking shit like that, and those are the people that really deserve the props and should be part of the discussion. Like should be a lesson that I'm laying. If you bust your ass, you can make it okay. So there's no excuse. Oh, the ghetto. Okay, so am I. So is my family. My family, owns pubs now and shit. He just sold one. So, cause yeah, he just sold his because he's almost 74 years old. And I'm like, Dad, what are you doing? You're supposed to retire. Oh, well, But anyways, enough about my personal business. So yeah, they got, we got that. Oh, that's right, summer is coming. Hope it's a good one. I'm gonna start doing some fishing. I'm gonna start making some fucking gay fishing videos. See if anybody gets into those. I'll make a few with the GoPro. I don't know, I've always liked watching fishing videos, and I've always liked watching fishing on TV. Some of my boys be like, dog, this is so boring. I'm like, man, you don't like fishing? They're a bunch of city boys, man. Yeah, I'm from the city, but I live out in the country now, in the mountains and shit, so, trying to get my fucking Jeremiah Johnson on. I would grow my beard out, but then I look like 70, so I don't want to do that. Speaking of fucking Jeremiah Johnson, if I grow my beard out, man, I look a lot older than I should. And it's got little white streaks in it, so it looks like frozen and shit. Speaking of Jeremiah Johnson, I look like that fucking guy that was frozen up in the mountains that he found. Hatchet Jack. Remember he scribbled that note that tells her, hope who finds this rifle be a white man. Oh, the racism in movies back in the early days was so great. Anyways, yeah, old racist movies and racist cartoons, the way they portray people. Did you guys ever watch? If you older guys, if you're in my channel, man, do you guys remember they made Chuck? What movie with Old Western was that? Where they made Chuck Connors a fucking Indian? Looks like they took. Looks like they took a can of maroon paint or whatever and painted him with it. Oh my God, what an insult, man. They took Chuck Connors. I always get him and Ronald Reagan mixed up. I don't know why, but yeah, Chuck Connors, they painted him red with a paint can. Made him an Indian. Ain't that some shit? Hold on a second, it's getting foggy out here, eat it. And it sucks out here in the fog because all of a sudden a freaking deer can just run right out in front of you, man. And just, there goes your freaking headlights there. Alright, well, it's getting a little ballsy out here, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. Alright, everybody have a good day. I love yous all. Alright, don't be a dick. Alright, everybody, take care. Have a good day. Today it's supposed to be a warm one in my area. Don't know where yous live. If you're from up north, no matter, even in the summertime, no matter what, if you live up north, it's always 60 degrees. Alright. Alright, I love you. Take care.